Welcome everybody to the Vomtel Dealer Portal training. Before we begin, we need to make sure that everyone understands the required trainings in order for you to receive your dealer logins. Those trainings are: number 1, Dealer Portal training; number 2, Marketing Do's and Don'ts; number 3, Sales Training 101; number 4, Products and Services; and number 5, My Vomtel Rewards. Once you've completed your training and received your logins, you must visit www.vomtel.com. That'll take you to our homepage. From our homepage, you'll see on the top right-hand corner up here, Dealer Portal. If you click there, it will take you directly to our Dealer Portal. After being redirected to our Dealer Portal, you will need to log in. By now, your logins should have been sent to you if you completed the required trainings. Your username is generally your email that you provided us with, and your password will be issued to you. Once you've input them in the proper fields, you will need to log in. After logging in, you will be redirected to our new order page, which is what you see on our screen. To begin an order, it is very simple. You'll require the customer's general information. So let's begin. There are a couple of fields that are required. They will be followed by an asterisk, as you see here. The first field is address. We'll input the customer's address here. Address 2 is generally reserved for apartment numbers, and we want to input those here. The customer zip code will go here. Another required field is customer first name. Customer last name is also required. Customer phone number, land or main. Note, this is very important if the customer will be porting over their home phone from another carrier to Spectrum. Mobile phone. Note again, this one is extremely important as this number will be used to confirm the customer's installation. The installer will call this number, and if the customer does not answer, the installer will not go out and install the customer services. If the customer services do not get installed, there is no commission for anyone. The next field is email. This one's equally as important as this email address will be used for the customer's logins credentials on Spectrum.com. It will also be used to send a verification email if the customer is porting their number over from another carrier. The next one is the customer moving? If the customer is moving, just check yes. Is customer present? Yes or no. Simple check yes or no if the customer is present. After all the fields have been completed and you've checked if the customer is present, hit create to begin your order. After beginning an order, you will be brought to the Spectrum offers page, which is what you see on the screen. Note, offers might vary by region, city, depending on what's available for the customer at their address. Before we begin looking at the offers, I would like to point something out. If you notice over here on the right hand corner, we have sales IDs. These are used whenever a manual review is required for a customer. If a manual review is required, the portal will tell you at the very end to call one of the following numbers. How do you know who to call? Generally, you want to look right here. For example, this order says 1-855-392-9910. So if we reference that up here, that falls under Time Warner, 855-392-9910. So I will call Time Warner and I will tell them, hello, this is so-and-so, Spectrum authorized retailer. My sales ID is 24154. It is very important that you give the correct sales ID as that is how you will get paid. Now that you have an understanding for the sales IDs, let's begin the order. One thing I'm going to point out before we start though is right here. It says offers shown for the following address. Remember, as I stated earlier, offers may vary depending on region, state, or zip, as not all territories will always have the same offer. This particular address though qualifies for the following offers. So let's scroll down. Spectrum Triple Play. One thing you will always notice is Spectrum is always going to begin from the top on down. So we like to start with triple plays. The 3 triple plays that this customer qualifies for are Triple Play Select, Triple Play Silver, and Triple Play Gold. By now, you should have taken your products and services training, and you should know the difference between all three of these packages. If for any reason you do not know the difference or you forgot, you can always click on See Offer Details down at the bottom. When you click on there, it's going to give you more information as to what that package has to offer. Let's continue to scroll down. Down below, you will notice other offers that the customer qualifies for. So there's more triple play offers, double play offers, single play offers, and the Mi Plan Latino offers. To see the offers that the customer qualifies for, hit the little plus symbol to expand. Once expanded, you're going to notice the additional offers that the customer qualifies for. If you want to know more information about those offers, click on See Offer Details. And again, it's going to give you a quick little rundown as to what that package has to offer the customer. After looking at all the offers and the customer has selected the offer, click on Choose to proceed to the next screen. After the customer has selected the offer, you will be brought to this page. Here, we're going to select any features that the customer would like to add to their package. But before we begin looking at those features, I would like to point something out on the right-hand side, right over here. What you see we have going here is a running tally of the customer's cost. As we're adding features, the cost is going to change. One thing to remember though, what's showing on the screen does not include any tax. So let's begin. For this package, the customer selected Spectrum TV Select. Right below that, you're going to see a brief description of the package, in case you forgot. Let's continue to scroll down. Here, you're going to select how many boxes a customer would like installed. Remember, every home requires at least one HD box installed for TV service. If the customer would like more, all you need to do is click on this little down arrow here, and it will expose the additional options. If the customer would like DVR services, is right below that. All you need to do is click the little down arrow as well, and it will expose the features. As we continue to scroll down, it's going to ask you if the customer would like to upgrade to TV Silver or TV Gold. If that is the case, just click on Upgrade. Your running tally will change right up here. As we scroll a little further down, you'll notice this tab here says Add Premium Channels and More. To expose that, click the little plus symbol. After exposing it, you're going to notice we have 4 tabs. We have Premium Channels, Digital Tiers, Sports, and International. The Premium Channels tab allows you to select specific channels a la carte for the customer. So if the customer doesn't want a full package and they only want HBO, then all you need to do is just select HBO. So let's select it. And one thing you're going to notice over here on the running tally is we have a change. It has added the cost for HBO right there. If the customer would like to add a digital tier, just click on the tab here and select the digital tier. If the customer would like to add a sports package, click on sports, select the sport pack that the customer would like. If the customer would like an international pack, select international and select the pack that the customer would like. As we continue to scroll down now, you're going to see our options for Spectrum Internet and of course a little brief description of what they currently have. From there, it's going to ask you if the customer would like to supply their own modem or they would like Spectrum to supply the modem. The modem is free, so just select here if the customer doesn't have a modem. As you scroll down more, there's a featured upgrade. Does a customer would like Wi-Fi? There is a $5 additional charge for Wi-Fi, so let's select yes. What you're going to notice is the running tally is going to change. Charter Wi-Fi, $5. It has added it on. As we continue to scroll down now, we're going to be able to select our options for Spectrum Voice. The main question is, would the customer like a new number or would they like to keep their existing number? If you select new number, the customer will be issued a new number according to their zip code. If the customer would like to keep their old number, we will select here. It's going to ask you to enter the customer's the home phone number, which you'll enter here, their current home phone number. Click on validate. Once you validate, it's going to check to make sure that the port can be created, and then it's going to ask you for the account information. As you continue to scroll down, there's a few more options. Featured customizations, backup batteries. Again, if you took your products and features training, you're going to understand all these extra features. Right below that, add international calling. Would the customer like to add the international calling pack? Yes or no, and then select the pack if they would like. As you continue to scroll down to complete the order, you will just select continue and it'll take us to the following page. After you selected all the additional features that the customer wanted, you're going to be brought to the customer validation page, which is what you see on the screen. Here we're going to verify all the customer's information so that we may proceed and run a risk assessment on the customer. The risk assessment is made so that we can see if the customer is going to either have to pay up front for their service or if they will be billed for the service. So let's begin. The information that you need to validate is a customer's name, the customer's contact phone number, and then is it a mobile or a home? I highly encourage that we try to get as many mobile numbers as possible, as it is easier to get in contact with customers that way. The next field that you're asking to verify is, will the customer provide an email? Yes or no? Again, I highly recommend that we get a customer's valid email, as it is very important, especially when porting over numbers. Right here, we will input the customer's email address. The next bit of information that it's asking you for is a customer's social security number. Social security numbers are not required to run a risk assessment. However, when we use a social security number, we run a higher possibility of having a better risk assessment, meaning the customer more than likely will not have to pay ahead. The next bit of info that we need to verify is the customer's date of birth. Agent information. It's asking you for your email, so your email will be validated here. The next bit of information that is validating is the address. Is this the customer's address? Has the customer lived there for 1 year or more? If the answer is yes, highlight yes. If the answer is no, click on no. What you'll notice though, if you click no, is it's going to ask you for their previous address. So for this, we're going to select yes. The next bit of information is going to ask you is, does a customer want an installation kit mailed to their home, or would they like professional installation? I highly encourage that we always select professional installation so that the customer will always be satisfied. So we will select professional installation. After doing this though, I'm going to run over here to the top right hand corner to our running tally, because I want you guys to notice something. These are all our costs. It has added professional installation. There's a $34.99 cost for installation and a $9.99 cost to activate the Wi-Fi. Let's continue to scroll down. The last question is going to ask you is, does a customer want to take advantage of the contract buyout? I highly recommend that we always select yes. For any reason the customer didn't mention that he had Dish Network before or whatnot, and he comes back 6 months later telling you, hey, I thought I had a contract buyout, and you didn't select yes, the customer is not going to qualify for anything. So that's just best practices. Always select yes for every single customer. Once all the information has been validated, click on Submit Order right down here. Once we've completed the customer validation, we're going to have to schedule an appointment for the installer to go out and install the customer services. The system will ask you for 2 separate appointment dates, so please make sure to select 2 separate dates. To schedule, it's easy. As you can see on the screen, there's a calendar. Scroll down and find a date that's available. The ones that are boxed, those are the ones that are available. So for this install, we're going to select December 31st. Okay. After selecting the date, it's going to show you the list of times that the installers are available to go out to complete the installation. So for now, we're just going to select any time. And then you'll see right here, you get a confirmation. You selected Monday, December 31st, 2018, in between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. If we scroll down, it's going to ask us for a second date. For the second date, we're going to push it out to the next month. So we'll click the little blue arrow on top. And we'll select Saturday, January 5th. And then we'll select any time for now. And then this is also going to give us a confirmation here. You've selected Saturday, January 5th, 2019, in between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. So now we have 2 scheduled installation dates. Once they've been scheduled, we'll hit continue to go on to the next screen. Okay, now that we scheduled our appointment for the installer to go out, we've been brought to the order confirmation screen. This screen is very important, as it's going to give us 2 numbers that we need. The first one is the order confirmation number, which you'll find right here. Okay. The second number would normally be an account number, which we don't find here. The reason we didn't find it here is because this account is asking us for a manual review, and we're going to have to call it in. And this is where the sales IDs come into play. As you can see here, it says, please call 1-855-392-9910. Okay, that is a reference. So if we scroll up to Time Warner, so you need to call Time Warner. Okay, make sure you present yourself as an authorized Spectrum retailer, and your sales ID is 24154. If this number happens to be Charter, you'll call the Charter number. If it happens to be the Bright House number, you'll call the Bright House number. Once you're talking to an agent, make sure you give them the order confirmation number, and they'll let you know what's going on with the account, what additional information they need, or if it's a non-serviceable address. Okay. Once you've completed the manual review with the agent on the line, make sure you get the account number. Okay. Once you got the account number and the order confirmation number, we need to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, okay, to where it says complete order. Okay, let's click on the green button and we'll get a pop-up. Right here, you're going to enter the order confirmation number and the account number. It is imperative that you guys submit both of these in this final screen. If you don't, your commissions will be delayed. Once you've entered the confirmation number and the account number, click on Save Order, and we are completely done.